What's up, people? It's Dre, and welcome to my channel. So, I always give you guys like the tips and the good things about being a warrant officer, but I'm gonna be honest with you, the shit ain't always peaches and cream and sugar and honey. You have your good days and you have your bad days with like any career. So a couple of the things that I can kind of tell you that are bad about being a warrant officer is like, so when you're a warrant officer and you go to a unit, most likely you're gonna be one deep. When I say one deep, I mean it might be only one warrant officer in your whole battalion and you're gonna be it. So the situation I came into, it was kind of similar to that. So you're not an NCO, you're not an officer, so you don't really have no friends outside of other warrant officers that you're on that post with. Most of y'all hang together, eat together, but other than that, you can't really have friends because of the military's kind of fraternization policies. You can converse with people, but you can't be like their friend anymore. Like you can't sit around and just chill with your old NCOs how you would it before you became a warrant officer. So that's one thing that kind of sucks, man, is you kind of gonna be lonely a lot. Like you're not gonna have as many friends as you used to. So if you like having friends and all that, then I mean that's the way it is. So that kind of sucks. But I would tell you too that another thing that I kind of don't like is that when you are that sole warrant officer in a unit, like the people that work in the unit, they kind of want to use you to be like the warrant officer of everything. So like my job, so let's say I do property accountability, right? That's my job. People will come to you and be like, hey, can you go talk to the chief at the ammo shack? Or can you go talk to the chief that works at like, I don't know, the motor pool or something? Because they know when you go down there and talk to them and you try to, assist the problem, you're going to get better results than them going down there. Or sometimes they even ask you questions about stuff that ain't your job just because they know you got that experience. Like it's a perceived thing, and most of they right. I mean, we do know a lot, but it's a perceived thing that you know a lot about everything. What really ain't the case, because the sole primary reason we got warrant officers is to be a technical expert in one damn specialty. So I tell you, man, I don't really like that, but it ain't as bad because when you do know something about the situation, you get better results than somebody else that would ask the same question to a warrant officer. So that's the way that kind of works out. Another thing I don't really like about like being a warrant officer is that like how officers kind of help officers, and warrant officers really, we stick together, we're really tight knit. But an officer can go tell a NCO everything it is about OCS, everything it is about everything. And nobody not gonna look at them crazy for saying that. But if I get on YouTube, I go in a room and just start telling all the secrets of everything that happened at warrant officer candidate school, people gonna be looking at me crazy and they gonna be like, hey, you need to take that down. I get it. We kind of have like a more fraternal organization than the other ranks. But that's one thing I respect it. So I wouldn't go out here and just, give tell everything that happens with warrant officers and how a cohort works. But I respect it, but it's kind of one of those things. I understand it too, but I don't really like it that much. So because I want to help people and I want to give you the best option to succeed, whether you're watching this video in Africa or wherever you at, here in the States or wherever you stationed at, and you're thinking about being a warrant officer, I want to give you the best way to succeed. So that's another thing I don't like. I'm gonna do a whole video about this, but the last thing that I don't like about being a warrant officer is that for promotions, it's no fast track to promotion. So like when you're an NCO, you can kind of fast track your promotions. So if you wanted to be a sergeant in 2 years, you could do that based on your abilities and how smart and capable you are of being in that rank. You want to be a staff sergeant fast, you can do that. Same thing for sergeant first class. You do well, you get promoted earlier than what the time says. But as a warrant officer, once you make CW2, you got to wait 4 years no matter what. And it's 5 years for pilots. So There's nothing you can do to speed that promotion up. I'm not saying that you want to get promoted fast if you don't got the experience, but I think if you work hard and you put yourself in a position to have that experience, you should be able to get promoted fast, and you should be able to fast track at least to 3. But that's just my opinion. So I would say that's one thing that I don't really like about being a warrant officer. It's a short list because I love what I do. Like I said in all my videos, it's probably the best decision I ever made in my military career. So I would say that's one of the things I probably just don't like. But other than that, man, I enjoy being a warrant officer. So hope you guys watch my videos. I appreciate the people that do watch it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.